What's up, you guys? Back for the next installment. It's your boy Shock today. Back at you with another Crimson Rampage reveals. Today we have TETSUTETSU and Present Mike both on the board. First, we're going to go in to the Steel Man himself, sporting a 5-card hand size and a 32 count life pool. TETSUTETSU is on the best of symbols. He's on Earth, Good, and Void. He is a more aggressive version of Kirishima and also a more balanced version. Now let's get into those effects. He has Enhance. Discard 1 card. Your attack gets +4 damage. And then he also has Enhance once per turn. If you have 0 cards in your hand, reduce this attack's damage to 1. So you see the offensive and defensive capabilities right there. You're playing at a very low hand size all the time with TETSUTETSU. You know, you play an attack and you discard a card, you're already down to 3 cards in your hand. When the backswing of your opponent's coming, you're gonna have to use that second enhance a lot in order just to survive turns. Now, let's also take into account that response after you take damage from an unblocked attack. Add 1 card from your stage to your hand. Now, that is way more involved than it appears at first glance. Okay, this allows you to run cards like Hardened Chop, Hardened Frenzy, Hardened Jab, things that are going to build attacks down into your stage so you can pick up attacks and you can have your stage be an extension of your defensive hand. Now, also, just at face value, you also can be built, you can be taking cards from your stage to your hand, so that is going to allow you to block with different cards that you have already built. It's going to allow you to say, okay, I don't have any cards in my hand. I'll use the second enhance, take 1 damage, and then pick up a block. So I know my opponent plays highs, I'm going to pick up a high. They play lows, I'm going to pick up a low. And you have that same effect of Kirishima where he extends his reach, his defensive hand extends to his stage, and he can block with any of it. So TETSUTETSU has a little bit of that. Now, he doesn't have Kirishima's ability to see the attack first and then decide which card he wants to block with. Tetsu has to predict it, which is why I say he's more balanced, not as broken. Now, next up, we have Manly Friendship. First of all, can I just call out, I love the art on this card. Makes me laugh every time I look at it. Now, Manly Friendship is a 1 difficulty with a 5 control check, 3 block modifier in the mid-range. So, you know, kind of average numbers right there. Love the 1 diff. Now, it is an ally. Now, before anybody goes and checks the internet, it is an ally, but it does not share any symbol with any Tokoyami. So you will not be using that with Tokoyami at all. Would have been nice, but here we are. So it has Enhance. Once per turn, this attack gets +1 or -1 damage. So again, it has a Tokoyami effect for one enhance that turn. It's not a bad effect. I'm not mad at that at all. For a card that you can put into a deck that you can build and then pick up at will, I would have liked to see something that I would like to see a better block modifier than a +3 mid. It would have been great if this was a 2 diff and then maybe like a 1 low block and it had everything else the same. That would have been really cool. Not really sure why this card is an ally, but it is definitely a pretty solid card and it could make its way into the format. Next up, we have the appropriately fragile Present Mike. He is a 7-hander with 17 life in the bank. The frailest hero frailest character, let me be clear, the frailest character in the game so far. He is on the Chaos, Fire, and Good symbols. Some very aggressive symbols with Fire and Chaos, a very consistent symbol with Good. These are some of the best symbols in the format to this point. Now, he has Enhance. On your attack, discard top 4 cards of your rival's deck. Your attack gets +1 damage for each attack discarded this way. So all of your attacks are getting plus damage. That's pretty solid. You're also, the thing about discarding cards from your opponent's deck, because this game works the way it does, you're potentially taking away important cards that your opponent could want. I believe Tokoyami and Momo are the only ones who really grab cards from the discard pile at will, the cards that they want. Everyone else, as soon as you see a card go to the discard pile, you're like, aww. So that's a cute thing that President Mike can do, throwing away your opponent's important cards. Now, he also has response. Once per game, after your rival plays an attack or action, discard it from their card pool and cancel its effects. So that right there is pretty nutty. Okay, it's Eraserhead-esque. But it's better than Eraserhead because when your rival plays an attack, you can just straight say, no, I don't want to see that. Get it out of here. I'm not dealing with it. That's pretty nuts. However, it is a once per game. His enhance ability is only increasing your damage of few points per attack. So for President Mike, if anyone's a fan of President Mike, I'm sorry. Do not play this card competitively. If you want to play it at your locals, you think it's a fun character, you want to get in people's stuff, you want to just play absolutely aggressively, throw in with some like Ida's cards to draw more, and you have all this stuff, do it. Go ahead and do it. Tokoyami has some great breakers to make sure you can block with. There's a deck there. It's just not very competitive. So in the world of meta or meh, we're gonna give a President Mike the most meh I could possibly give. Now, not forgetting about TETSUTETSU, the lead of the video. He has got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of beef. He's got the 32 count life pool. He's got the aggression effect. He picks up cards from his stage. He has a lot there. If Kirishima didn't exist, much like in the show, if Kirishima wasn't doing what he was doing, TETSUTETSU would be looked at differently. He'd be looked at in a much more broken light. However, because Kirishima exists, he is not tier 1, just anywhere near it. However, because of the symbols he's on and his effects are so good, he's definitely meta. 100% I have to say, he's in the meta. He's in the format. He will top tournaments. He just won't be anywhere near his copy that is wrecking the format to this point. You gotta admit. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. As always, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you get down there in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you think of President Mike. I'd love to hear those comments. Smash that like button, get subscribed, ring the bell so you never miss another video. And I'll see you in the next one.